Y'all, it's December. Hello, my name is Megan Jacobson, Vice President of Sales and Marketing with Gills Onions. And with me, I have my fabulous colleague and partner in the Viva Fresh Clean Eating Challenge, Miss Jessica.
Hi, guys.
All right, so it is December. First off, I can't believe it's the end of 2021, although another part of me is very thankful that it is the end of this year. I'm ready for a new year. I think, Jessica, you'll agree with me on that. Yes, ma'am.
I'm so ready.
Yes, yes. All right, so we are talking today about accountability. Jess, I want to talk first about, tell us your experiences with Thanksgiving. We're getting ready for Christmas right now, the new year, but the first month of this challenge, we've already had to overcome the hurdle of a national holiday. So tell me your experience with Thanksgiving and staying accountable on this journey.
So first, woke up early, got some steps in, then remembered I forgot my watch. And to me, I don't have my watch, it didn't count. So failed there, but kept going. So I hosted Thanksgiving this year, and I made sure that what I did is I love to have the charcuterie boards and have everyone come and snack before we start eating, because food starts coming out of the oven. It's like everything for Thanksgiving is like in the oven. I have one oven, so I ended up adding a lot of fruits and vegetables into the charcuteries I made this year, so that if I happen to be passing by it, I just snacked on a veggie or snacked on a fruit. Obviously gave everybody else different options, but gave myself the options of the good stuff. Kept myself hydrated. Did really good throughout the day of eating what I needed to eat, so that when it came down to dinner, I served myself a little bit of everything. I did not say I'm not going to have a piece of pie. I had my piece of pie. I walked my extra steps. I did good the whole week, the whole day, the whole week leading up to it. I know it's going to be one meal, not one full day of eating bad. So, I just prepped in advance and went in knowing I'm going to serve myself a plate for Thanksgiving with my pie, and I'm going to be okay with that.
That's awesome. And I know both of us kind of, we're mentally prepared. We haven't, in the Viva Fresh Clean Eating Challenge, all of us are assigned a coach or mentor. Jessica and I are fortunate to be on the same team. We call ourselves Team Fresh and Fabulous. So we had both prepared and had great mentoring from our coach, Ashley, going into the first holiday. For me, for Thanksgiving, my holidays are a lot smaller than they used to be. I grew up with a big family, hopping different houses on holidays. Now it's just my parents and me. I'm in a stage of life. I don't have children yet. So our holidays are a lot more simple. One stop, just parents and me, up at our cabin in Fresno County. And so what I did to prepare, just like Jessica, I prepared for that one meal and prepared mentally to enjoy that one meal, nothing more, nothing less. So going into the day, one of the tips given to us is, hey, don't wait until 3, 4, 5 o'clock at night to have your first meal, because then you're going to be famished. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely someone who is a snacker, grazer, especially if you're in the kitchen cooking. So what I did is, right before lunchtime, I had my first meal, had a really great salad. My dad joined in with me and asked for some of the salad. And so we both shared a very delicious, fulfilling salad that I had picked up from Trader Joe's. And then I enjoyed my Thanksgiving meal. Now, one thing that I did for myself is, before getting up there for Thanksgiving, I had the conversation with my mom for accountability. And I said, hey, like most years, but especially this year, I'm not going home with leftovers, because leftovers, I would totally splurge on those leftovers. Even the turkey, which is very clean, healthy protein, I didn't want to take that home and have remnants of Thanksgiving in my refrigerator. And I'm going to go with that same approach going into Christmas. That works for me. As I always say, and I think, Jessica, I think you agree, everyone is different, and your approach to the holidays, what works for you. For us, it was planning, meal prep, knowing, enjoying our meal, and then moving forward, and also making sure we got our steps in. Jess, I'm super proud of you. And I know, so in terms of steps and accountability, both of us, we've been rock stars. You especially, Jess, I'm so proud of you. I know if those of you watching this video, if you work in fresh produce, you know the holidays, this time of year is extremely busy in fresh produce. It gets crazy during this time of year. So Jess is in the office all hours of the day getting ready for the holidays. So Jess, tell us about your steps and how you've been holding yourself accountable even in the midst of craziness during holiday order schedules.
Oh, it's been rough, guys. It has been rough. Not gonna lie. I've been walking around the office. I've been walking around the hallways. I look like a mad woman. I'm walking around the kitchen as my coffee is brewing, like walking around. Everyone's like, what are you doing? I am getting my steps in. You leave me alone. You want to sit down? You sit down.
Mhm.
Again, I'm from Southern California. You guys, 50 degrees to me is freezing conditions. So I know, I know, we're spoiled. There's times I have to walk in my house. I have to walk up and down the stairs. I have to walk through the hallways. I have to walk from the kitchen to the living room, up the stairs, down the stairs, sometimes to get the last steps in because I'm freezing.
Yeah.
Other times I'm walking around my neighborhood looking like I'm gonna rob somebody's house with like sweaters up to here, saying hi to neighbors, like, I'm so sorry, it's me, but I'm
Just
freezing.
walk. Got it.
Just getting my steps in at 11 o'clock at night because that's the only time available to get my steps in. So now too, what I've been doing, like, hey, I call up a friend, let's go to Target, let's go to the grocery store, let's go somewhere. And I start at one end of the store, go around, then go into the aisles, go around, go into the aisles so that I'm not like walking in the streets in the middle of the night. So steps have been hard. It has been easy, guys, but I'm doing it. I know I have to get to 10,000 minimum.
Mhm. And I think the message with you, Jess, especially, is that it's going back to our why. And the last video we did together, as we started this challenge, both you and I talked about why are we doing this? And for you, I know when it's struggle. And also, guys, in terms of accountability, I am so fortunate to be doing this journey with the Viva Fresh Clean Eating Challenge with my colleague and someone who has become a close friend of mine for that accountability. I mean, there are often times that Jessica and I will be on the phone with each other at 9, 10 o'clock at night as both of us are finishing our steps, making sure, like, hey, tell me about your day. You know, instead of listening to music, I'm going to talk to someone on the phone as I do laps in my neighborhood. It's also the time of year that it's a little dark outside, whether it's the morning or the evening. So we do what we got to do by staying safe, getting in our steps, and not giving ourselves the excuses that, well, I can't get my steps in a day because it's too dark outside or it's too cold, you know, walking back and forth. Jessica laughs at me, but last time I was down south visiting my team in Oxnard, I was getting my steps in the hotel room. There was what, Jess, I think it was 8,000 or 9,000 steps because I doubled my goal for steps because 10,000 was a little bit easier for me. So my personal goal is 20,000 steps a day. Back and forth, Jess and I were on the phone for over an hour, covering work stuff, personal stuff, anything we had to cover for the day. And I was huffing and puffing, walking back and forth in my hotel room. The message here is you do what you got to do to get the job done. No excuses, right, Jess?
No excuses.
No excuses. Yeah.
If Megan is walking around a 10 by 10 room, sweating.
A 10 Cracker Jack box room in Southern California, you know, and then Jess, so me, I travel a lot. Jess, you have a family at home. So I know everyone's situation is different, but do what works for you and not allow the excuses to get in. Even when we've been talking to team members about, you know, traveling for me, about, you know, where to eat when you travel. And as people have been like wanting some ideas, Jessica and I are the ones that will look on a fast food chain's website and we'll say, no, you can get broccoli at that fast food chain, or you can have that burger protein wrapped. But earlier in November, I just had some stuff going on and I reached out to my mentor and she said, Megan, like, thank you so much for reaching out. You know, just a lot of stuff going on with my family. And we had a death in our family. So I was managing a time where, okay, it's very stressful and things needing to get done. And my coach said, It's your decision. It's in your power. Do what you need to do. And then ask yourself, especially on the nutritional part, ask yourself, will this decision or will eating this make me feel better? Will it help me accomplish my goal? And for me, my goal in this challenge was to feel better, knowing and realizing the power of fresh produce and how eating nutrient dense foods makes you feel. So keeping that why in mind and keeping why I'm doing this and just making sure that I'm making decisions, because some things are not in our control, but there are things that are in our control, correct, Jess? And so we make
Correct.
decisions. So whether it's nutrition or steps, I can't control other things that happen around me during the day, whether it's work, professionally, whether it's personally, but I can control if I get my steps in and I can control what I put in my mouth. So as we both approach Christmas, that's what we know. Let's be real. Families can be crazy during the holidays, right, Jess? We
Oh,
can't
yes.
control the madness of the holidays, the shopping, or whatever else is around us. But we can control preparing our meals, knowing what our goal and our strategy is going into Christmas, and getting in our steps, right?
That's correct.
All right. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We look forward to talking to you in January, keeping you posted on how we're doing, how we navigated the holidays. Maybe we'll give you an update on some of our success and our trackers of how it's been the past 2 months. But thank you for tuning in. If you are following along on this journey and getting your steps, you can do it. Keep up the good work. And we look forward to talking to you next month.
Bye, guys.